You cooling with Mr. Country Fly, my co-host Erica Buchanan. We right here on Game Changers TV on Channel 182 with our special guest, Mr. Ken Jones. What up? How you feeling, my brother?
Good, man.
Good, man. Man, Ken Jones has been changing the game in the kingdom for quite some time now, but he has an interesting story where he's basically, the way he's touching the youth, the young people, man. Tell us about, man, I heard you talk about church, man, but I see you changing young people's lives, man. Where did that start from?
My mom was an educator, and so she always dealt with youth. She always dealt with the church. She had our class and stuff. She always made church fun, for the most part when we were growing up. And then as we kind of got a little bigger, then we kind of started to do things a little different, started to think a little different. But I always liked that. If I did church, my mom might have swag and make it fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like hip hop has been demonized in our culture as far as with church. Yeah. They always feel like, if you dress like we dress, or you look like we look, there's no way that you can love God. Right. And that's absolutely incorrect. And so the challenge for us, especially as African American men, is to put God in our culture, and not change my culture to go chasing God. You know what I'm saying? Which means I'm trying to do this politically correct.
Just be real.
Well, in times past, you would have to disrobe your culture and become a little cleaner, a little clean cut, or a little bit more European in order to be accepted into a church setting, an African American church setting. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so when we swag like this all week, we have to disrobe and go in a different way. And so a lot of times people started to wear their religion with their clothes. They started to have the relationship with their clothes, that when you disrobe, I ain't in church no more, so I act a different way. And the psychology of a person start to be with the outfit that they wear. Real recognize real. We always be like, man, don't nobody want a fake preacher like they don't want a fake gangster. Don't nobody want to fake, you know what I'm saying? You say you got shot. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk all of this in your, so everybody want real. This generation, especially with hip hop, we want it real. So the whole thing about it is when my culture starts to peak inside of me, it's like, man, I want it real. That's fake to me. You know what I'm saying? And so this is how I dress. You telling me God can't touch me in this? Yeah. That mentality and that logic start to mess with me. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And so to the point where God challenged us to create a setting for men to be comfortable in their culture. If you go across seas, I've been all over the world. If you go to the Bahamas, they're gonna do God in their culture. Right. And even if they come over here, they're gonna do God in their culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why do we have to disrobe our culture to get closer to God? Didn't God make me like this? And so that was the challenge with doing free life this way and using the hip hop music, smoke, the lights down, cats want to sleep on the weekend. Just thinking like a real dude. Yeah. You want to go to sleep. You want that one day where you don't have to do nothing. I want one day out the week where I ain't got to do nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so God just challenged me to follow what He was just playing. And so we do Thursday nights at 7. We do once a month Sundays, but we primarily home on Sunday. And so it's just for it's not for everybody, right? But for the ones that's dying most in the country, for the ones that's the most jailed population, most in prison, it's for them. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for them, what exists would be working.
Wow.
So to transition into that question, you wear plenty of different hats. K-Joe fan, K-Joe pastor, K-Joe the artist. Do you have to switch up, or are you that?
Well, it's one hat. It's just the perspective of the person that's coming to. So like I'm to this kid over here, I'm daddy. You know, to that guy over there, I'm pastor.
Who is that?
You know, that's my son. But that is the same. That is, I'm a real dude, so I'm the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see he working. You know what I'm saying? but he's a gifted kid. You know, and as a daddy, I nurture that. Daddy is a fan. I'm a fan of my kids. I'm a number one fan. So I'm a crazy fan fanatic on the side. You really going in like any fanatic. Like I don't get into this old Canton Jones thing when my son out there playing ball or doing sports. I'm a nut. I'm a nut out there screaming. You know what I'm saying? And so because I'm passionate about my kid, and I'm passionate to show him that I'm his number one fan, that I'm your number one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into this. You know, I'm Canton Jones, so I can't. You know, I don't do that. My son is out there, but we don't scream. I have to save my voice for the uplifting of the ministry. No, like, hey, shooter! You know what I'm saying? That's me out there because it's real talk. That's my kid, and so I'm the same. I got that same passion for God's people. You know, just to like, you know, and not to become. I can't just keep switching masks and hats. I got one hat. It's just all them titles. It can be a line of people, and everybody have a different perspective of how they know K-Joe. Man, I know you as a producer. I know you as a singer. I know you as a songwriter. I know you as a rapper. I know you as a dad. I know you as a husband. Well, one person don't know me as a husband. You know what I'm saying? But I don't change. It's just the perspective of the person that's coming to me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's pretty much how you can't get into being fake. Like everything is about real. And so once you start switching masks and stuff like that, you end up putting on the wrong mask for the wrong person. Yeah, and so like
it's all
yeah, and so they know the same thing I tell the church. You know, I'm like, Lord, you calling me because you know I don't have no filter. Like I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like wow, and so now I've learned to be a lot more tasteful with the way I choose to communicate with people. Because as a communicator, you gotta, like in the song, you kind of just you got 5 minutes to communicate. 30, as a communicator and a pastor, you're dealing with different people and they receive in different ways, and so you kind of got to be conscious of that. The Lord is telling you, okay, you can't talk to her like you talk to him. You gotta. They don't understand. Everybody have different type of personality. So I'm learning too.
And it's like, I mean, back to the unmasked thing, man. It's kind of like from what I just studying your work. Everything was like you singing in the church. You singing. You know what I mean? You doing your thing, and then you go and God dropped this nugget on you and touch the streets. Right. So it's kind of like those same friends, those same people who were screaming Hosanna, right? They now saying crucify, crucify. He's not a God.
The truth
how does that feel, man?
Well, I mean, to me, when you kind of go through the process that we've been through, I know we got kicked out of the church.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you go in doing what you did at all the other churches. Now, it ain't like I got kicked out. No, you would think that I got kicked out of the church at the beginning of my ministry when I didn't have an understanding. Nah, this is year 13, 14 and doing this. Thousands of people being saved, Grammy nomination, Stellar Award winning. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not like a beginning and then you get kicked out. So your pride is tested, and then you run back through your head, man, you really called me to do this, not right. So why would you have me to go do this? And that's my conversation with God. And it's like me, I don't care about getting kicked out, but now you got my partners, my homies that I'm telling you, this God thing is for real, bro. Over the streets, them cat and they get, but those guys from that day to this day kind of clutched on harder to the kingdom. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Not that they ain't go through their stuff, everybody do, but they learn, that, really, for God I live, for God I die. And religion is a real thing that don't want the real kingdom of God to stand up. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So when you saw when you saw the culture, this is how strong that demon was.
Yeah.
When he saw Jesus on the culture, that devil said, no, I'm supposed to have authority over people that look like that. People that dress like that, people that talk like that, people that dance like that, supposed to belong to me. They're not supposed to be in the house of God, praising and worshiping God.
That's right.
So now I need the spirit of religion to exit them.
That's right.
And so that's what it was. When man, they kicked us out, it was kids crying. You know, I hadn't gotten to their song, and they were so hurt because they didn't understand why we were exiting, why we were taking off stage, and so why we were victim at the time. And some of the kids that see me as whatever, really that hurt them. Yeah, you know. And so it was like, man, we got to stand up and people that look like me, that wear their clothes like me, that, you know, there are people, you know, I can afford a suit, but I choose not to. I mean, I can get suited and booted when I need to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get fresh. Stay fresh, but everybody can get fresh when they need to. But these my work clothes. This how you know what I'm saying? What I do.
Exactly.
On this level, can God bless me in this? You know what I'm saying? Or is he just, you know, there are people that wear robes and collars, and I say, well, is your anointing and your ability and your knowledge on your outfit? Or is it in your head and in your spirit? You know, do you become priest when you got your jeans on? Are you still a priest?
Right.
You know, when you out on the ballpark, are you still a priest? Are you still a pastor?
Right.
You know, and I'm like, well then, I'm still a man of God. In this, these are just my work clothes. And so when you're coming against religion or people doing certain things the same way for so long, and it has no type of biblical bearing or no type of justification, we just been doing it this way, we don't know why. It challenges people to really think, you know. Wow. And so that's kind of, as a pioneer, bro, that's a tough journey.